Conversation live.
Yeah. I gotta get this little guy down here. There you go. Are we
Very
live?
well. We're rolling.
All right. Well, look who we got on the line. Oh,
So
yeah. So, anyways,
let's get rolling. First question before we play the documentary. I wanted to ask you, how did the concept of the documentary come up? Was it something that was planned before Tinter Battles, or was it something that kind of came up because of the grand opening as well, and so on? Make sure you turn your ding off on your phone.
that's gonna be. It's not. That's gonna be
Might
my.
not be you. Or you could put your phone on focus or your computer on focus if it was your computer.
Let me take a look. Just got.
Like a do not disturb. That could get crazy. It's dinging.
Yeah, especially with the. Oh, jeez.
I can buy some time while you do that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Don't worry, do that. I'm going to buy some time now because we're just getting started. So I'm going to bring something up on screen and put it in the comments. So in the comments is a link to EPD's live stream. It's going to be this Thursday evening. So I'm going to put it up on screen right now. I just dropped the link into the chat, but so that link, you can go ahead and click it, follow it through to Facebook, and then you can mark that you're interested so that it reminds you and so on. And then this is there I am. And this is the official image of the event. It's going to be more than me and Ray. And there's going to be some giveaways, and it's in the evening. So it's going to be, I think, 2 or 3, maybe 4 hours long, and should be a lot of fun. So there's that. Carlos, you got the ding under control?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So question again, when did the concept of the documentary first come up? Was it before Tinter Battles? Was it going to happen? Or was it, because of the grand opening? Or tell me how you thought of it.
So I obviously, like, it's a little bit blurry with everything that happened, but I mean, ultimately it came down to, so one thing that we've always wanted to like doing is to promote individuals. So after, this one was, after this Tinter Battles, went down, and it was for sure the biggest one, the most excitement whenever the champions won. I mean, it was like an incredible, as they usually are, but this one was just on a different level. And so, coming back from it, when everything started to settle itself down. You had, Mike Powell had his grand opening, and Kyle Whalen, and he got a lot of recognition back where he was coming from too. So, the imagination in your mind would think, it'd be pretty cool, a documentary. And so, but I have to give a shout out to Autobahn and Tint Wiz, because if it wasn't for you and Autobahn team supporting the idea, there would be no documentary. But I love that we were able to capture this, really important part of Mike Powell and Kyle Whalen's career, and that we could capture it this way to share with everybody.
Yeah, I'm so glad you did. Coincidentally, I've been getting the memories, pictures, and videos popping up on my phone as well as on Facebook of last year at exactly this time of Tinter Battles 2022, which was also in Florida and Orlando. And, it's nice to have videos and pictures to remember those events. It was only a year ago, but it almost seems like so long ago, and seeing that so cool. And then now having this documentary, like these pieces, I think are just valuable, valuable videos and pictures and documentation that I think will serve us and the industry forever, essentially, as long as these videos are how people consume content. Because they can always be looked back on, even just for a personal sentiment, or people in the industry or just joining the industry. So I'm so glad that this exists. Going back to really even the documentaries that you did, maybe not documentaries, but vlog style for Tint Wiz. We just were talking about them back at WFCT 2 or 3 years ago, and being able to watch those again and relive that. It's just they're important to have, to be able to relive.
Yeah, so that I found it, for me, that it's also like, because I've done a lot of videos, but I hope that this has a value to others, as it's done for me in some ways. And one of them was that whenever you look back at 2 or 3 years at some of the like videos that you've been in or that people have been in, you tend to remember those times, and they can somewhat be therapeutic because certain goals that you've accomplished along the way, you didn't even realize it until you actually look back and connect the dots. And so, for someone like, this is, with Mike Powell and Kyle Whalen, we're capturing their present moment in the career. And I'm sure 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now, they're going to be able to look back at this moment and, it was captured. So yeah, we love the storytelling part of this. And so, yeah, I mean, we worked really hard on getting this together and we hope that everybody enjoys it. So.
Okay. Should we hit play?
I don't know. What do the comments say? If people are ready.
Where's the next Tinter battle is going to be and when?
TBD.
Not to be confused with EPD, which is Energy Product Distribution, which is this Thursday in the Thursday evening live stream on Facebook. Make sure you mark yourself interested in going.
Interested in going.
7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Central. The next day plus an hour if you're in Australia, I think. Something like that.
Yeah, Chrissy and Mother Marion has been, sending out the 3M hats and getting involved with the community lately. And, it seems like they made a name for themselves and they're getting out there.
It definitely shows. They've, it seems like, I didn't know who they were until, 3-4 months ago and really got to meet them at Tinter battles. And since then, like they've just been so active in the community. And they were before, but they've been more active, I think, like you're saying.
Yeah.
And I think it shows. I think there's definitely, like I see them tagged, and I think there's community enthusiasm around them because it's so appreciated. Anytime anybody's putting in anything, whether it's making a shirt or doing a live stream or whatever it is, like I think it goes a long way.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely. So that's the right way to do it too. Getting involved with the community like that, it goes a long ways, and cultivating relationships. And then when you meet in person, you've already got progress meeting in person, which could lead to so many things, obviously.
Right.
So what do the comments say? We're ready for this?
Yeah, I mean, there's people who have been waiting all week. There's a very excited Miss Whalen, Monica Whalen, Kyle's mom. She's waiting for you to give us the word that we can hit play.
Yeah, there was exciting that there was a lot of people that were getting ready for this. Like, I think I saw Haley Turner is making some margaritas and some food, getting ready for this. I know some people are popping some popcorn. So,
all right. Well, Marco says full send. Hannah says let's go. Eric's ready to roll the tape.
Let's roll the tape.
I think we might as well do it.
All right, everybody. Well, this is on behalf of Tintertainment in collaboration with Tint Wiz and Autobahn.
All right, here we go.
Presenting.
When you announced T-Mobile School at second, it was like my heart dropped, stomach was like all tore up, and then Kyle turns to me and just looks at me. And it was just like both of us lost it. I mean, it hit us right there. It was just awesome, man. I mean, you can't explain that feeling. You cannot it's impossible.
Sorry, we had to stop it. Sorry to interrupt. I see you have your guitar out. I want to know, and everybody want to know what you were doing with the guitar.
What do you mean everybody wanted to know? I'm not supposed to be on camera.
But everybody want to know what you were doing with the guitar. So can you explain the guitar, and then we'll go back to the video.
I was just playing along to the documentary. I don't know. I love the documentary. So
I'm just asking what was going on, like, because if you were playing the guitar, I feel like you should be on camera along with the video playing the guitar, which we can do.
No.
Okay.
Oh my God. I'm like red as screenshots are going to come out of this thing, dude.
Okay. So I'll roll it back. I apologize for the interruption. We'll start from the beginning and let's do it. You can pick up the guitar. I'm going to take you off screen.
No, not.
Presenting.
When you announced T-Mobile was cool and second, it was like my heart dropped, stomach was like all tore up, and then Kyle turns to me and just looks at me, and it was just like both of us lost it. I mean, just, you know, it hit us right there. You know, it was just awesome, man. I mean, you can't explain that feeling. You know, you cannot it's impossible. So the old shop is actually non-insulated metal building. So Instafoam and stuff, you know, just sealing in the cracks of the metal because it was just a shed basically. We added the bay doors just so I could go there. So you're having diesel heaters run, so you're hacking up diesel fumes all day. You know, when it's hot, it's about 100, we took the temp gun, it's about 140 degrees on that one wall during the summer. I mean, so it was great. I knew what it was designed because technically what we were gonna do was we were gonna insulate. Because that was my home. That's where I was going to be. We were there for about 12 months. And I was going to insulate everything, get a good, you know, like a mini split unit. And we were going to build off the side and build a showroom and a waiting area. So that, like I said, that was going to be my home. And then, you know, this rolled up, you know, and just kind of took its spot. So we just pumped our brakes and just fought the elements. Get a replica or something made, I don't know. But yeah, man, so it's been a process here, guys. About 8 months. Just working on everything, so yeah, man. Like I said, Autobahn helped a ton. I mean, cracks and all you guys. I mean, they designed all the perf on the front of the windows out front, and we did the perf because you see all the windows have film failure. Yeah. I mean, window failure. So.
I'm David Dillinger. I'm a territory manager for Autobahn Performance Films and Huper Optik USA. It's been a joint effort to get this to happen for him. He's been in a little 2-bay shop, kind of sacrificing until this point. And when I started here last year, he was the only customer I knew. So obviously, since we knew each other previously, I had a lot of interest in helping him. And he's helped me as far as growing the brand. It's been awesome, really.
I mean, it was crazy. And then we meet up at Tinter battles just to have a good time. And then Randy Humphreys walks up and says, "Hey man, we got to have another team. I just nominated you. Go find a partner." So there won't nobody else I was even thinking about. Let me go to Kyle.
How come?
So just that tight connection that we had built, man. We really stayed in touch after WFCT. You know, I mean, it's not that I have anything against anybody else. It was just that was the first person. I was like, man, this will be fun, you know, because we came, you know, we had in our heads we're just gonna have a good time, laid back. Neither one of us brought any tools. We had nothing. So, you know, he was like, man, we don't have anything. I was like, let's figure it out. He said, man, let's go have fun, no matter what. So we did, you know.
So I'm Kyle Whalen. Yeah. We're from Hartwell, Georgia. We own Pro Tint and Apparel, and we do everything from window tinting to signs, graphics, banners, screen printing. We have a whole screen printing company to doing T-shirts and stuff like that. So, I mean, I've spoke with Mike in the past, like just through social media. And then last year in San Antonio at WFCT, went up to him, was talking to him. It was his first, I believe, his first WFCT event. And he's just asking me about questions and stuff and like pointers and like, what do I do? I was like, don't change anything. I met him there and actually met him in person. And he's just more or less like, oh, this is my first time doing this here. I haven't done one of these. And we started talking about it and I was like, oh, well, what heat are you in? He's like, oh, I'm in the 3rd heat. Well, what car do you have? And 47, whatever the car was, I was like, I'm on the same car. So WFCT, we actually went against each other on the same car, and then we linked up and got voted into doing Tinter battles and ended up together there.
Who are you here to support?
Team Autobahn.
Who are you here to support?
Mike Powell.
Mike
Team
Powell.
Autobahn.
Mike Powell sure does seem to have quite a lot of supporters. I don't know, with this much behind him, he might just take it home, but we'll have to find out.
Anticipation. Which team is it going to be? I don't know. The team of Autobahn.
And then if you go back and watch the videos, man, I'm just looking down and looking down and looking down. And about the time you get ready to call Team Old School, I just so happened to look up to you, and when you said his name, it all fell. Like, I was like, there's no way. And I just turned to Mike. I thought I was going to break his back. Like, I mean, he's a little bit smaller than me, and, you know, he was the same way with emotions and stuff. And when you called second place, my phone started ringing in my pocket from people back home. Because they knew right then. Yeah, they were watching it live. Yeah, they started calling. My dad called. My dad was the first one I answered the phone to. He's like, you finally did it. He's like, now everybody knows you are one of the best.
You know, I hope everybody one day can feel, you know, it's like having your kid. You know, it's like having your baby born. It was just a different, not quite that, but I mean, it's just that feeling you get inside. It's just like, man, this, we're classified as the freaking champions, you know, of Tinter battles, man. This is unreal.
By unanimous decision,
to everyone, and thank you so much for coming out on a nice, sunny, little cool day in support of this business. This means a lot to Mike, I'm sure, and his family. We can't thank them enough for seeing the value and joining the chamber and letting us help them in any way that we can to be successful in the Valley. So we just want to thank him and Tracy, you know, for seeing what the Valley has to offer and the importance of us supporting each other.
It's really just a month in. It's just blessings, man. I mean, that's the only thing I can think. I mean, just thank God that we're all able to do this. Thank God we're all here, support each other the way the industry's come together. Because I couldn't do it without a lot of you guys. I mean, really. You know, it takes that, you know, support. And I just humbles me that this is still, you know, this is me now. You know, this is now the home and Tinter battles, you know, just the support we had coming in as a little Cinderella story, I guess you could call it, man. I mean, just, you know, the hype that everybody was behind us and things like that. I mean, I still look at it myself as like a new guy, a young guy in the industry. And I mean, people don't know who I am. That's the way I feel, you know, and then, you know, the support and the backing, the messages I'm receiving on my flights home. Congratulations, this, man, you know, this looks great. You're doing awesome. You know, it's just humbling, man. It really is.
Yeah,
it's an honor.
Well deserved.
And the importance of us supporting each other. And that's what it's all about, is supporting our local businesses. So I'm going to extend the invitation that if you have anything you want tinted, I believe this is the man you need to talk to right here. So he'll take reservations starting so make sure you make that call and get it done right, because how many people can make claim to world champions? How many people? Not many. So for that, congratulations. Hey guys, I'm gonna do something you didn't expect. Today is his birthday.
I'm Randy with Tint Works in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I'm here today to support our boy Mike Powell for his birthday and his grand opening. And it's amazing how this event turned out. Everyone from all over the place coming to support him. You know, one of our fellow tinters has done an amazing job, and it's a humbling story to where he's at. And, you know, just looking forward to what the future brings for him and his company.
Today is the day to celebrate, and that's what we're doing. So it gives me great pleasure, and I want to, my board members, raise your hands, chamber board members who came out, my staff, Jan, and me, Jenny Lewis with the chamber. Thanks again. And on the count of 3, Mike, let's make this official. So on behalf of the Chamber, the Roanoke Valley Chamber of Commerce, we welcome Michael Powell and Day to Night Tinting to the Valley officially. 3, 2, 1.
I already am tearing up, but I just want to thank everybody. It's just humbling to look around this crowd right now and see the support that I've got for all the people that's traveled. Thank you all. My team behind me who makes this happen day to day. Donnie, Thomas, just thank everybody. My wife, my 2 baby girls. Just thank y'all. I appreciate it. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Happy birthday. Congratulations. Thank you. Yes.
Okay, awesome, man. Congratulations. Mind if I interview you real quick? Sure. And you got to feel emotional. This is obviously a big deal to you. Why is that? Just the people. We got people from California, Florida, Ohio. I mean, just all over the United States that travel to Little Bitty Roanoke Rapids. We went to Amelia Island, Florida. That's where we won the belts. Okay. So basically what this was a big tent competition. It was 11 teams of competitors. On one stage, we had 60 minutes to complete a car. Judges come around, they judge each car, one-on-one every window, and just, judge you from that, and you get a score. And me, Kyle Whaley, he was my partner. That was a gentleman over there. Yep, we're doing black and green. Yes, sir. They had no belt on his shoulder. So, yeah, him and his fiance, they traveled from Georgia. He owns a tent shop in Hartwell, Georgia. Okay. So they came here to, just enjoy this with me and things like that. So it's just humbling, for our community, the way everybody's really stood behind us and come together, man. It's just unreal. Especially winning that competition, that says a lot about you guys. More proud of you,
Right.
What do you think about this?
Oh, it's phenomenal. He's really going to take off on this location. He's put a lot of heart and soul into this place. He's going to do great right here.
All right. And you traveled all the way from Georgia just to
We
be
did.
here?
Yeah, 6 hours. So when we got back home, our local bank come by and brought us like donuts and a card and all kinds of stuff where we actually bank for our business. Yeah. And they brought us a card and all this other stuff and just wanting to congratulate us. And then all of a sudden they're like, hey, did you get a paper today? I was like, no, we didn't get a paper. Like, well, y'all are on the front page of the paper. Yeah. Okay, let me get a paper. So we got a paper, and sure enough, they put us in there. Just one of the news editors had seen it, that we were at Tinter Battles, and we ended up winning. They're like, they're from Hartwell. And they made a whole big thing about it. Wow. So, and they're actually coming back. So they did just more or less we won Tinter Battles, but now they're actually doing a whole documentary of we're in Hartwell, how long we've been in, because we've been in Hartwell for 9 years in the same place, not in the same location, but in the same city. And they're coming back and doing a whole documentation of, these people are in Hartwell, they've been here for so long, so they just seen it on social media.
I mean, did you come back? Was it like this? Like, I'm imagining, Rocky Balboa winning the big fight, coming back to the hometown, and then it's just like,
oh yeah.
Was it like that?
It was. We come back and literally so when we got home, we went to pull into the shop, and man, there was like people everywhere. There were signs and banners and balloons and all kinds of stuff when we pulled into the shop. And I was like, I didn't know none of these people were going to be here. I done drove 5.5 hours. Like, I'm tired. I want to go to bed. But I actually, believe it or not, my dad come in and he's like, no, we're displaying all this stuff today because we come back on Sunday. And he's like, are you working tomorrow? I was like, oh yeah, I'm going back to work. He's like, well, all this has to be displayed for everybody coming in tomorrow. And he stayed up there late that night and got all the new shelving built, got all the belt and the trophy and all that. He got everything put up that night. So all the new customers coming in the next day seen it as soon as they walked in.
You started with Autobahn right before WFCT?
Yeah, I did. I actually went around to everybody and went straight to David Kratz. And I was like, what do I need to do to get with Autobahn? And he's like, when? I was like, soon. He's like, what do you need? I was like, well, if you want the truth, if I go with Autobahn, every display and everything I have in my shop is going outside in the dumpster, and I need everything like tomorrow. And sure enough, a lot of stuff was overnighted. Like I had a lot of stuff, all new displays, you know, any kind of marketing material. You know, I didn't even go through a lot of the sign up contract stuff and all that. He's like, we'll worry about that later. Because I told him, I said, even with our film stock, what I had in stock, I was like, I'm shipping it back. I was like, I need film. And he made us an account. Kratz himself went on there, had everything done, had us an account made. He's like, order everything you need and we'll have it there as fast as possible. And ever since that day, it's not like I got to call this number, talk to this person, and then get transferred to this person and figure out, go down the levels. I can pick up the phone and it don't matter who I call. I can call Kratz, I can call Dellinger, I can call Omeleski, I can call any of them. I don't have to call, I don't even have really technically a film rep, because when I got signed on with Autobahn, it was a straight call to Houston. And they didn't really sign me a film rep. I just kind of do an in-house type thing. But I can call any of them. And every one of them are quick to answer the phone or call you back, answer any questions you have to ask, and help you out any way they possibly can. Autobahn has just been like a family thing. It's not like, oh, figure it out.
I'm David Kratz with Autobahn and Huper Optik. We are the film providers for Mike here at Day to Night. I've known Mike for, gosh, I want to say 3 or 4 years now. And the amount of passion that he brings to everything he does is contagious. And just love working with him. And I almost feel him as a family member. Proud of you, Mike, and congratulations on the shop.
Hey, I'm Tracy Story, and Mike's like my brother. We've been together now for probably going on 13, 14 years. But just congratulations, man. I'm proud of you. I love you. The building come out great. The business is great. Just really doing a good job. Love you, brother.
My name is Eric Devash. I'm from Palm Springs, California, and I am the founder and CEO of Tint Wiz. I'm just so happy to see him. Obviously, coming away from Tinter Battles as a champion, I know like elevates his perspective on himself and his abilities and so on. And then seeing a shop that matches quality as a business owner and tinter, seeing the shop, I'm just so happy for him. This is what he deserves. How he is, how he runs his business, how he is as a person. Couldn't be happier to see him here and see the belt on the wall. Talking about dents on a seat the other day, like who's checking dents on a seat, like little indentations on a brand new seat.
Dude, yeah,
when you're like,
show you.
do you know what I mean? It's saved in many pictures. You're not gonna like circle that on the paper.
So
like,
here, this is from like the app, but customers send
Like a car seat or something where the seat was closed?
Yeah, so I'm guessing what happened is he called, and every time they call, we always ask the customer to send us pictures of whatever they're talking about. So he sent those. So my staff put in, and it's like, hey, I took a look at our intake pictures that we snapped before we started the vehicle, and then they attached the pictures there. This is the pictures my installers took. You can already see it. Yeah, that got us off the hook. After that, he was just like, oh, I guess I hadn't noticed them before, and that's it.
Yeah,
conversation was done.
Tint Wiz is life. So I'm Cody Becker, aka the Wiz Trainer. I'm out of the northeastern shore up in Delaware. I'm a window tinter, and for Tint Wiz, I am the Wiz Trainer. I help a lot of shops set up Tint Wiz, get it set up, configured to their business, and help them make more money.
How did you meet Mike Powell?
Man, Mike Powell. I think it was 2019, 2020, maybe 2021, or the first couple years when I really started getting into the industry. I went to Orlando. It might have been 2021. I went to Orlando for my first IWFC convention, my first anything in the industry. And I think I met Patrick Latman and Mike Powell. They were best friends. We all went to Universal Studios together. I think that was my first real introduction to him. And then just went from there. I say he's a good old boy, we're rednecks together. We got that going on. So we instantly clicked, and I love the dude. He's family at this point. I want to support him and everything he does. So a lot of industries, the service industries, HVAC, plumbing, they all have CRMs that kind of help them. Tint Wiz is one of the first real pioneers that capitalize on that void in our industry, that help all the shops, the one-man shows up to the multi-location corporations. Everyone that is a tinter has the ability to use Tint Wiz and help run their business more efficiently, and then at the end of the day, make more money. Started to enter in your inventory, started to get going. Kratz sent me the weights of everything. When you're ready to start get that going, it's all ready to go. So I could walk you over there, show you how to do it, all that fun stuff. But in the system, inventory, add roll, it starts at 10,000. I already did 10,001, so that's why it's on 10,002 for you. Search it, find it, let's say it's Autobahn black, you had a lot of 24-inch rolls in there, right? 24 by 100s. You can enter in the roll calls, so you know exactly what it's going to cost you per square foot, so you make sure your pricing is all good. Tint Wiz is a tool at the end of the day. You can not only use it to run your business, you can then use it to grow your business.
I think this is going to be our year of what we really want as far as pro tint and apparel. Like, it's all coming together as one, and like I said, we're very busy, we're very blessed, and I mean, we're getting the work we want to do, we're getting, you know, where we want to be at, and I think finally 2023 is our year for that. Well, I'd like to tell Mike, you know, I'm super proud of him. We met him at WFCT. They were on the same car. I'm sure Kyle told y'all that. They're on the same car. I don't think they'd ever met. I'd never met him prior to that, and we kind of like, it's kind of like a brother-sister kind of relationship. It's like, you know, we pick on each other, and following from WFCT to Tinter battles, it's like, you know, we had that relationship from me, him, and Kyle. We all cut up, and we get along, and I don't know, that's like a friendship for life, you know, type of thing. And then they won together, and we really enjoy the relationships we have in the business, and
yeah,
it's good. So we love Mike to death, and we're very proud of him as well.
I know a guy.
You know a guy?
I know a guy.
All right. Yep. All right. Ready? All right. Happy birthday. Ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mike. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Blue! That's appropriate.
We're back. Bravo. Bravo. Really. That you really captured it.
Yeah, I was really happy with the you know, the end result, and you know, shout out to Joseph, who was the one who filmed it and edited it. That you know, it's funny because when we were working on it, you know, obviously give him some direction, and Joseph was new to the industry, so he's new with me. He's a part of my media team, and he's new to the industry. When he went out to Tinter battles, he immediately, in a way, sort of like it got his attention, you know, like there's something different here. And then he told me that, and coming out to film over at the grand opening, that it was like, you know, to him, it meant something. Just for someone who's outside, it meant something for him to be able to capture that, to capture a person who's opening a, you know, a grand opening, right? And it's, you know, it's not like in a big city, and it's, you know, a little bit away. So, but that, you know, Mike had so many people come out to support him in that. So he really liked that part of it. And then whenever he first sent me the revision, you know, I was liking where it was going. So I hope everybody really liked it. And yeah,
made my heart tingle watching it again. You know, the sentimental aspect of it, hearing that story being told all the way through, seeing the clips from Tinter Battle, seeing the clips from that weekend. Well done, really well captured, and story well told.
Yep. Yep. Shout out to, yeah, thanks to everybody who participated in it as well, like from all the interview cast and everybody who went to the event that day. So, this is what it's for. And, it's, like the, again, I just like, on behalf of the people who put it together, like, we just want to be thankful to Tint Wiz and Autobahn for that, because, when you have ideas and you have visions and you need something to support it a lot of times to bring these things to life. And sometimes it can be a little bit challenging, not so much the creative and actually executing it, as in the gathering the support for that. So, it's ultimately like, these kinds of projects exist. Tintertainment is not the only one. There's a lot of people out there in the industry that do different things that have value to it. So when you invest in people like that, when you invest in those kinds of projects, you have stuff like this that's able to, that can be created that would, ultimately benefits the industry as a whole, in my opinion.
It's the perfect type of project when it comes together, like you're saying, a vision and then support. It can come together perfectly.
Yep. Yeah. So what was your favorite part about it?
Favorite part? Seeing the clips from Tinter battles stand out to me, because it was like, we had, obviously, like, there was the whole video we watched of Tinter battles, but like there was just so much emotion in the clips that were captured in this video. And then also like the ribbon cutting and hearing it from an outside perspective, the Chamber of Commerce, having the news there, like hearing Kyle mention how his newspaper picked it up. And something that I picked up on was, the digital version of that article actually has multiple pictures. So there's 9 pictures if you go to like the digital version of the news article about their victory. And it's cool just seeing not just the picture of them winning, but like there's one of Sheriff Tintwright, there's one of the ribbon cutting, there's one of there's just different, things caught. And it's just cool to see it spreading outward from just the industry,
Right. Yeah. Like the impact that it had for both of them in their communities was pretty cool. Like that was something that, for us, when we were doing Tintertainment, doing Tinter battles, it's obviously we're putting on a show. We're also putting on an experience for people. But beyond that, it was the being able to capture it and broadcast it online. And, something I've always said, you don't know who's watching on the other side, but it's until you hear stories like when Kyle Whalen was saying how he started getting messages and his dad called him as soon as the announcement was made for second place, which they knew by default who won first, that fast that they were getting messages. It just also goes to show the importance of creating content, capturing content, documenting, live streaming. I mean, just, putting it out there. So, yeah, like, this is a piece of content that to Mike Powell and Kyle Whalen, we, wanted to, in a way, give this sort of like as a gift, as a, so that they can have something that can always look back on, reflect on, remember that, because, it can be very therapeutic at times whenever you hit challenges in life in the future and you look back at certain moments that give you back that hope that, that sometimes it's a little hard to hang on to. So,
right. And you're able to reflect back and actually see the growth that you might not have noticed over time. And Kyle put in the comments that he said, my son will go back and watch this one day when I hand him the keys to our shop.
Yeah.
You
can't put a price on that. Yeah, like this is the passionate side about the like documenting and things like these is it can have life-changing potential results or just I don't know. I love this part of things. So
yeah. Yep.
One part that I thought was pretty funny was Mike Powell. Every time I watch it, I laugh because I don't know if you caught it, but when he was talking about that moment when he won, and he was like, it's like having a newborn. It's like having a baby. And then he goes, but not quite that.
Right. Yeah.
I was laughing, man. That was so funny. Yeah, that was a really funny part with that. And obviously, like at the end, the cake smash in the face with everybody.
Cake smash in the face. And like seeing, some of the clips that were captured of Roanoke Rapids, of the city, of the, the lake there and some of the houses and so on. It really gives you like, just puts you in that setting of, gives you like a little more insight to maybe what Mike's about, what his business is about, where that shop is, you know, because the setting changes a lot, or is a big factor in everything, you know.
Yeah, I mean, there's, you know, if you come from the city, like for me, I come from Houston. That you look at the houses there, and there's definitely a different style. It's the city has a different pace than like a, I mean, the town has a different pace than like a big city. So, you know, those are like, you know, those were important as far as being able to tell the story, because they're called establishing shots, and the establishing is just meaning you're establishing the setting of where, you know, Mike is located, where his background is coming from, the people that are around him, his tight-knit community over there as well. So yeah, like I love the drone shots too. Those are one of my favorites. Like flying that drone around, but capturing that over there. But yeah, man, it was a great experience. And you know, like I said, we hope everybody enjoyed it, and they look forward to doing more projects like these with others in the industry as well.
Content wise, is there anything anything that we should know about that's lined up, or not yet? Nothing to make public yet.
On behalf of Tintertainment, we're just going to be pretty much dispersing more of this and sharing more of the Tinter Battles content that we captured. Tinter Battles, I think altogether had somewhere between 4 to 5 terabytes worth of content. So if you know about content, I mean, it was a lot of cameras.
That's exciting that there's that much footage, because obviously it can be, there's a lot of different stories that can be told from that footage, and different ways that it can be chopped up, I imagine.
Yep. Yeah. Like there are so many different, like, you know, if when you talk about 3 days, like 3 days collecting, you know, for all of us that we went through, but there's everybody's perspective told a little bit different story. And so depending on where you shot the camera, there was always a story being told. So, yeah, it's pretty exciting. But yeah, that's, as of right now, this is pretty much the main one that we were working towards releasing right now. And then anything that's coming further, we haven't released just yet.
Cool. Well, thanks for putting this together. Thank you on behalf of myself, but I think on behalf of a lot of people, it's very much appreciated to have this now in existence, to be able to look back and enjoy and reflect and so on.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, and like I said, thank you guys for all the support as well. Wouldn't be a thing if it had, you know, a vision is just a vision, but without execution and without that support, it's just a dream. It's just a wish. So thank you for making it happen and making it real, and allowing us to present something like this for you know, Mike Powell and Kyle Wayland, and both, you know, incredible human beings. So
they really are. Hey, can you put the link to like download the video? Maybe share that. Kyle was asking about it, and I'm sure other people might want to download the video and actually share it, or post it, and whatever you decide to do, make sure it gets out there. You know,
I'll share it's a Google Drive. So I'll share it. I'll post it and I'll share it. That way they can be downloaded and, you know, do whatever you want. Like put it out there, go get some more exposure out of it. It's out there for everyone to enjoy.
Cool. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Carlos, thanks for doing this special Sunday premiere.
Yeah. Well, thanks for everybody for joining us too on a Sunday evening.
So Wednesday, we'll be back with Graham Doolin for a Tint Wizdom at the normal time, 5 p.m. And then Thursday, I just want to remind everybody about EPD. So we're doing it's Meet EPD. It's not just me and Handsome Ray right there. It's going to be a whole slew of guests. Dean Mitchell, Chrissy's hosting, and there's going to be a lot of giveaways. So make sure you join us on Thursday live, and if not, you'll be able to watch it after.
Where do you go to join it again? On the EPD page?
Yeah, so it's actually on Facebook. I'm going to drop the link in the comments right now. It is on the EPD page. It's an event that they set up on Facebook, so it's an EPD event. I dropped the link right there. Thanks for mentioning that. And it'll also stream on Facebook or on YouTube as well. And you know, here's the thing: you can watch it anytime. Right? You could watch it after and so on. But if you join live, not only can you interact, not only can you win giveaways, but you can also show live support to EPD for putting this live stream on, which is going to be encouragement for them to do more live streams. So as a fan of live streams and a fan of EPD and of content in this industry, you know, I really just recommend if you can make it live, show your support, comment, you know, because that will encourage them as well as potentially others in the industry to follow suit, create content, which we all can, you know, learn from, enjoy, be educated by, and so on. So
EPD. I'll definitely be there in the comment sections.
Okay.
With the rest of the keyboard warriors.
That's it. Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. And on our way out, we're going to, by request, we'd like to do a little outro of you on the guitar.
No.
It was requested in the comments. And
no, it wasn't. Show me.
What? I swear to God it was. I'll put it up on the screen.
No.
Here, it's up on the screen. You can see the screen, right?
Oh, God, no. Dude, I don't.
Let's do it. I'll go to full screen for you, and I'll remove myself.
I don't play. I'm not a.
All right.
I just know how to do chords.
All right, everyone. I'm going to put Carlos in full screen, and we'll cut it off whenever he stops playing. All right. So thank you all for watching, and see you on Wednesday. And
thank you everybody for watching this Tint Wizdom. I enjoyed doing this documentary for everybody. And next time we'll see you guys, we'll be in the Autobahn dealer conference. Anyways, have a great night, everybody. Squeegee that. Damn it, Eric. Why do you make me do this? All right, everybody. I'll take